It's the witch from next door.
We have no bread. I don't want your bread.
Then what is it you wish?
It's not what I wish. It's what you wish. Nothing cooking in that belly now, is there? And there will never be. Unless you do exactly as I say. In 3 days' time, a blue moon will appear. Only then can the curse be undone. What curse? The one I placed on this house.
What are you talking about?
In the past, when you were no more than a babe, your father brought his young wife and you to this cottage. They were a lovely couple, but not lovely neighbors. You see, your mother was with child, and she developed an unusual appetite. She admired my beautiful garden, and she told your father that what she wanted more than anything in the world was greens, greens, nothing but greens. Parsley, peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and fiddle ferns, and lettuce. He said, all right, but it wasn't quite, because I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, raping me, rooting through my rutabaga, raiding my arugula, and ripping up the rampion, my champion, my favorite. I should have laid a spell on him right there. I could have turned him into stone, or a dog, or a chair. But I let him have the rampion. I'd lots to spare. In return, however, I said, fair is fair. You can let me have the baby that your wife will bear, and call it square.
I had a brother.
No. But you had a sister.
Where is she?
She's mine now, and you'll never find her. Small price to pay for what else your father stole from me. It cost me my youth, my beauty. My mother warned me. She would punish me with the curse of ugliness if I ever lost any of them. Lost what? The beans. Beans? The special beans. I let him go. I didn't know he'd stolen my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall when bang, crash, a lightning flash. Oh, that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, at last the big day came. I made my claim. Oh, don't take away the baby, they shrieked and squeaked. But I did, and I hid her where she'll never be reached. Your father cried, and your mother died when for extra measure I admit it was a pleasure. I said, sorry, I'm still not mollified, and I laid a little spell on them. You too, son. That your family tree would always be a barren one.
How could you do that?
And when your mother died, your father deserted you. Your father was no father. So why should you be?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Now there's no more fuss and there's no more scenes, and my garden thrives. You should see my nectarines. But I'm telling you the same I tell kings and queens. Don't ever, never, ever mess around with my greens. Especially the beans.
Yeah, but why do we have to go to the next village?
Because everyone in this village knows the cow hasn't given a drop of milk in weeks.
That's cheating.
We're starving, Jack. Don't you understand that? Now, you're not to accept less than £5 for her. Are you listening to me?
Yes.
How much are you to ask?
No more than £5.
Less than 5. Into the woods, the time is now. We have to live, I don't care how. Into the woods to sell the cow. You must begin the journey. Straight to the woods and don't delay. We have to face the marketplace. Into the woods to journey's end.
Into the woods to sell a friend.
You wish to have the curse reversed? I'll need a certain potion first. Go to the wood and bring me back 1, the cow as white as milk. 2, the cape as red as blood. 3, the hair as yellow as corn. 4, the slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these before the chime of midnight. In 3 days' time, 'tis then the blue moon reappears, which comes but once each 100 years. Bring them, and I guarantee a child as perfect as child can be. Go to the wood!
Ladies, our carriage awaits.
Now may I go to the festival?
The festival? Darling, those nails, darling, those clothes, the lentils are one thing, but darling, with those, you'd make us the fools of the festival and mortify the prince.
The festival lasts 3 nights. Surely you can let me be there for one of them.
The king is trying to find his son a wife, not a scullery maid. We must be gone! Oh! Stop it! Go!
I wish.
Look what I found. Here, take this.
I'm not wearing that.
Why?
It was my father's. You heard what she said. This is all his fault. I want nothing to do with him.
Beans? Oh, these must be the witch's beans. We'll take them with us.
We?
Yes.
We? You're not coming. It's not safe out there.
I can help you.
No, I can do this on my own. The spell is on my house. Only I can lift the spell. The spell is on my house.
We must lift the spell together. The spell is on our house.
Now, remind me, what am I to return with?
You don't remember. The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper as pure as gold.
The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as gold.
I still wish to go to the
The
festival.
cow is white as milk, the
But how
cape
am I
is
ever
red
to
as
get
blood,
to the
hair is
festival?
yellow as
I know,
corn.
I'll visit Mother's grave, the grave at the willow tree, and tell her I just want to go to the King's festival.
Into the woods, it's time to go. It may be all in vain, you know.
Into the woods, but even so, I have to take the journey.
Into the woods, the path is straight, you know it well.
But who can tell?
Into the woods to lift the spell.
Into the woods to visit Mother.
Into the woods to sell the cow.
To get the money. To go to the festival.
Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
The way is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. No need to be afraid, there's something in the glade there.
Into the woods without delay, but careful not to lose the way. Into the woods, who knows what may be lurking on the journey. Into the woods to get the thing that makes it worth the journey in.
Into the woods to be the king.
To sell the cow.
To make the potion,
To seed, to sell, to get, to bring, to make, to live, to go to the festival. Into the woods. Into the woods. Seed, to sell, to get, to bring, to make, to live, to go to the festival. Into the woods, then out of the woods. Seed, to sell, to get, to bring, to make, to live, to go to the festival. Into the woods, then out of the woods, and home before dark.
See what happens next. Order the entire movie, Into the Woods, rated PG, now available.